What's up, guys? We're going to take a look at another market in Season of Discovery. So today we're going to look at blacksmithing. We're going to look at how you can make some money selling gear. Entry-level gear, getting your character up to snuff after just hitting max level. Always a very, very good niche to sell items into. This is something that people are always willing to pay for. And there are multiple profitable recipes. We're going to take a look at some of them now. Now we're going to focus on stuff that people are going to want at level 25. That is the main focus. There are some weapon recipes which theoretically could be good, but honestly none of them are particularly good compared to just random world drops or weapons that you can get very easily. So what we're going to focus on is the armor. Obviously you can do this with some other professions. This video will focus on blacksmithing and the recipes that I think are the most important ones. We're going to take a look at some of my sales. We can see here I've sold a couple of green iron gauntlets. This is one of the recipes that I'm going to talk about. I also sold a couple of silver bronze shoulders. Don't mind this. This is the one I equipped and got for myself. So we've sold a couple of these recipes. There are 4 recipes I'm going to focus on in this video. The first one is the shining silver breastplate. Now, this one just requires you to max out blacksmithing, or rather blacksmithing, you get fairly high blacksmithing, then you learn it from the trainer. It's very good, but most people who want this are going to want to craft it themselves, because they need blacksmithing to use this to get the epic weapon. There's maybe some few people who aren't going to go blacksmithing. Warriors might go leatherworking for the gloves instead, and then they're going to use this to tide them over, but overall I find that there's no real profit. Right now this is selling for pretty much material costs. You might be able to get some deals selling this in trade chat, the trading or the crafting service, but outside of that, sadly, it's not too great. But it is a very in-demand item. You're going to see a lot of people wearing this, and your server might have better prices on this than mine has. It might have. Then we have the green iron gauntlets, and these are pretty good. Prices have typically been higher. We can see that I have an average sale price of 1 gold, 61 silver. That means I've made about 70 silver per craft of the ones I've sold. And right now prices are lower, but they sell pretty quickly. I've been a little bit slacking on keeping these in stock just because it's a little bit annoying to have to go to a tailoring vendor to buy the green dye, so I keep forgetting to do that part. The nice thing about this is that the recipe is a world drop. So not everyone has it. It's not super expensive. At least it wasn't on my realm. There was a lot available. Not super expensive, so I paid 2 gold. I've made that back, and it's still a long phase. These gloves are pretty good. 5 strength, 6 stamina. Really good for warriors, potentially paladins, if you're an alliance player. Then we have the next one, the other item I showed that I had some sales of, the silver bronze shoulders. Right now, this has been undercut down. We can see that I've sold a couple. The price isn't great, but these are, once again, 3 strength, 3 stamina, a reasonable entry-level gearing option, and shoulders is one of those slots where it's kind of hard to get an item this early on, so there's not that many options. So this is a very good option. So this recipe is trainer trained, which means that there's a lot more competition. As we can see now, there's pretty much no profit on my realm, but there has been. Like, I've sold 2 of them for 30 silver profit, which is fine. Then the last one, this is sort of an alliance only recipe, even though both sides have it. The Mantle of the Second War. This is a completely new item. You unlock it from the new reputation, from the Waylaid supply boxes. The Azeroth Commerce Authority. You need to be honored. If you haven't done the grind yet, then you need to do that. But the good thing is, there's a lot of people who don't bother with that grind unless their class has a really good rune from that place, then they're not going to bother. So profit hasn't been super high. The last time I checked, it was like 1 gold, but now it's 4 gold over a 12 gold crafting cost, so that's pretty good. Right now, I would very strongly consider crafting these and slamming them on the auction house. This is looking quite good. Of course, I don't have that much gold because I've spent so much lately just buying up a bunch of the expensive runes and the mount and stuff. But we'll be up there soon enough. So if you're an alliance, definitely consider this. The reason why this is essentially an alliance-only item is because it gives you 8 stamina and 11 holy spell damage, which means that it's literally only useful for paladins in this phase. Yeah, paladins, they can get potentially. This seems like a tank item to me. Damage done by holy spells. I'm not sure if that scales with ret at all. Yeah, I haven't tried crafting this yet because the last time I checked, it didn't show a lot of profit. But we definitely see people looking to sell this in trade chat, so we'll see if it's good. Now, in general, for these items, I would say if you're looking to craft these to post on the auction house, I would craft one each of the two expensive ones, the Shining Silver Breastplate and the Mantle of Second War. Keeping War is just begging for a huge amount of risk in terms of material prices going down, particularly on the iridescent pearls, which do seem to trend downwards as more and more people finish with those crafts. For the other pieces, I find that crafting 2-3 at a time is definitely good. They're not particularly expensive, so keeping a couple in your bag or on your banker is just really good because then you're ready to repost as soon as you get the sale. So that's what I would suggest. I would suggest keeping 2 or 3 in your bags, and just repost if you get undercut, and try to focus on very short duration auctions. They don't pay too much in deposit costs, and then you should see some nice results. So those are the recipes I would suggest going into for entry-level gearing. This is, in general, a really good market in my experience in WoW. So yeah, good luck. Jump in, and if you don't have any settings for posting this on the auction house, you can grab my TSM setup. It's linked in the video description, and it will get you a crafting operation and posting operation for getting these onto the auction house. Good luck, and we'll see you on the next video.